Right now at noon, in honor of Giving Tuesday, we're kicking off our month-long Toy Box Telethon to spread some Christmas cheer across the 4 states.
And it's a good day to be inside and call our Toy Box Tuesday Telethon line because it's still chilly out there. It's going to be a little warmer, better weather on the way, and rain chances. We'll look at that forecast coming up.
Plus, Water Gardens Ministry tackles rumors and takes action to aid the homeless.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on KOAM News at Noon. I'm Caitlin O'Shaughnessy. Today, KOAM's Toy Box campaign is now underway, and this is our 35th year for the initiative that helps provide gifts to children in the 4 states. You can call to donate now. Sponsors from Equity Bank are standing by, ready to take your calls. The number is 1-888-620-4869. And hundreds of families benefit from the initiative. A Joplin resident was twice impacted by the Angel Tree program that partners with KOAM's annual Toy Box campaign to offer kids the chance to smile in the most wonderful time of the year.
I use the phrase all the time that it really takes a village to raise a child, and Joplin is my village.
The need is so great this year, the utility assistance and the rental assistance that we've been getting phone calls for. If you can't afford your utilities, you're probably not affording Christmas gifts for your kids. And I know as a mother, I don't know how I could do without giving my child something for Christmas.
And the Toy Box Tuesday Telethon is now officially underway. You can call to donate right now. Again, the number is 1-888-620-4869. We can hear the calls already starting to roll in. And you can also donate at koamnewsnow.com/toybox. Well, the Missouri Highway Patrol releases its annual report on Thanksgiving weekend fatalities. Troopers investigated a total of 431 crashes that resulted in 138 injuries and 4 fatalities. Now, last year, by comparison, the MHP investigated 414 crashes that resulted in 115 injuries and 8 fatalities. This year also saw 103 DWIs and 10 drug arrests. Joplin police say a pedestrian who was struck by a pickup on Rangeline Road over the weekend has died of his injuries. The crash happened Saturday near 29th Street. Authorities have identified the victim as 65-year-old Kevin Ockley, who was reported as homeless. According to police, several witnesses say Ockley had been on the east side of the road yelling at passing vehicles before stepping in front of traffic on Rangeline. A pickup traveling north struck Ockley, who died at the hospital. Police say Ockley was not in a crosswalk and the driver was not ticketed.
We've got ourselves another chilly day out there, but we're going to be a pinch warmer across the area, and we're going to continue to warm before we cool back down. We'll talk about all that in a moment. First, let's look outside. This is MoDOT camera, 32nd and Rangeline in Joplin. Plenty of cars heading to lunch, plenty of sunshine out there, and plenty of clear skies. And another great view from our camera on top of the Cornell Complex, downtown Joplin. You can see the flags blowing. This morning they were a lot calmer. That wind picking up, but it's switching direction on us, which is allowing our temperatures to warm just a bit, and they'll continue to do so. Yesterday, though, I don't know what this is all about, but nobody signed up for that. We started the day at 22 degrees. We should be at 33. Made it up to 50, though, so not far off of where we're supposed to be. And thankfully, that low temperature nowhere near the record. Outside right now, temperatures warming nicely with that sunshine. 44 in Joplin, 43 in Pittsburgh, so we're doing pretty decent out there. You look off to the south and to the west, look at Veneta, 50. 48 Welch, Newata, Miami, 45 in Parsons, 45 Neodesha. He had a little further north. It's still a little cooler as the wind continues to shift. 41 Iola, Fort Scott, Nevada. As we go through the evening, temperatures are going to be somewhat steady, but we'll eventually drop back into the 30s tonight, and we're going to have clear skies out there. We have got rain chances on the way. We've got warmer temperatures on the way. We'll talk about all that in your full forecast here in a few more minutes, but of course, the most important thing you want to do, Caitlin, is those numbers on the bottom of your screen. You want to give those a call.
Absolutely.
People are calling. We've been listening to them.
Right? I mean, these calls keep rolling in. They're staying busy. That's what we love to see and hear during this Christmas season. So please call in now. Every donation makes such a big difference to the child's lives here in the 4 states area. And this morning, members of the community came together with Water Gardens Ministries to discuss the homeless crisis that's been sweeping our communities. 18% of Joplin's population live in poverty, 6% for Carl Junction, 35% for Carthage, 7% for Neosho, and 19% for Webb City. The main discussion during the meeting was about misinformation that is out there about homelessness and what Water Gardens is doing, and more specifically, what they're not doing.
You know, about whether we bus people in, whether we have billboards up in other communities, whether we refuse services to certain people, that kind of thing. And a lot of that is just a misunderstanding that people have. And then, you know, conversations, rumors spread, and the next thing you know, rumors become a supposed fact. And we're just trying to make sure people know the truth.
Homelessness over the last 6 years has increased by 35%, and specifically that's unsheltered homelessness. We've gone from about 180,000 people who are living on the streets to 235,000. So this is not something that's unique to the Joplin area. This is happening across the United States, and every city is thinking about what they can do to be more effective in helping people.
And drivers in Columbus, Kansas should be aware of repairs to a railroad crossing that may impact travel. BNSF announced yesterday the temporary closure of a railroad crossing at Tennessee Avenue and West Country Road for those repairs. The city expects the repairs to be completed by the end of the week. The Webb City School District announced it has a new superintendent. Dr. Brenton Bird will take over the position on July 1st. Bird has 25 years of experience in education as a teacher, a principal, and most recently, assistant superintendent of curriculum and instruction for Webb City. He's taking over the position from Dr. Anthony Rossetti, who's retiring after 15 years with the district. And that's a look at today's top stories and weather in the 4 states region. Up next on KOAM News at Noon. With the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas extended until tomorrow, militants are expected to release 10 more hostages today in exchange for more Palestinian prisoners. And later, we're making homemade jelly donut holes in the Mr. Food Test kitchen. And of course, our first Toy Box Tuesday telethon of the year is now underway. This is a live look at our phone bank in the KOAM studio. You can call to donate now. The number is 1-888-620-4869. With the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas extended until tomorrow, militants are expected to release 10 more hostages today in exchange for more Palestinian prisoners. New video shows captives reunited with their families after the 4th swap of the original 4-day truce. CBS's Ian Lee reports.
Another day, another emotional reunion for Israeli families. These 3 children held by Hamas for more than 50 days couldn't wait to hug their dog Rodney. Militants released 11 more hostages last night, including 8 children. The youngest, a pair of twins just 3 years old. Each day the ceasefire is extended is precious for families with loved ones still in captivity.
I don't think the world...
Like Yifat Zayler, waiting to be reunited with her cousin Shiri and Shiri's 2 children.
I'm really jealous. I'm really jealous.
Israel and Hamas agreed to extend the ceasefire for 2 more days, securing the release of 20 more hostages, while Israel will free 60 Palestinian prisoners. Qatar has been the linchpin to the negotiations.
Main focus right now is, and our hope is, to reach a sustainable truce that would lead to further negotiations and eventually to an end to this war.
An end to a war that's devastated Gaza. Many Palestinians brave the winter outdoors, reliant on United Nations handouts, with their homes reduced to rubble.
Our team saw hunger, desperation, and destruction. People who have not received any relief in weeks.
What the people in Gaza say they really need is a permanent stop to the fighting so they can rebuild their lives. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
It's believed Hamas is still holding dozens of hostages in Gaza. The ceasefire deal negotiated by Qatar and supported by the U.S. also allows more aid trucks into Gaza, which is still in crisis. Still to come on KOAM News at Noon, we see what's cooking with Mr. Food.
Grab yourself a stack of napkins, because today we're making jelly-filled donut holes. And rumor has it, these can get pretty messy.
But first, we've been talking about warmer temperatures, we've been talking about rain chances, and we're going to talk about all that in your forecast right after this. But first, Caitlin has some information for you.
Oh, Chris, the donations just keep rolling in. Megan Davis of Miami donated $50 already, And a big thank you to Dennis and Mariana Daughtry of Fort Scott for their $100 donation. Plus, we have Jaquetta Michael of Parsons with $20. Every dollar matters so much, and you can continue to donate too. Just call the number on your screen, 1-888-620-4869. Our operators are standing by.
Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. Of course, we've already been saying it, but we do want to remind you that today is our very first Toy Box Tuesday telethon. The numbers are on the bottom of your screen. You can call in. We've got people here from Equity Bank waiting to take your calls. And if you're like me, maybe you don't like calling people on the phone so much. The great news is you can also go to KOAMnewsnow.com and you can donate that way. Tim caught me trying to escape. He does that to me. Tim likes to mess with me like that, but we're just escaping to right over here where we're showing you the Skywatch Storm Tracker. As we mentioned this morning, there are a few clouds, and I mean quite literally a few clouds out there, but not much around the region. Where you've got to go is up into the Great Lakes where plenty of lake effect snow, even into Michigan and parts of northern Indiana. You go back into Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, lots of lake effect snow up there. As for us and out through here, nothing at the moment, but what's going to be brewing down to our southwest is going to bring us some shower and thunderstorm chances. Quick look outside. Once again, the MoDOT camera 32nd and range line in Joplin. Clear skies, plentiful sunshine. The flags on City Hall blowing a little more as we get a bit more of a breeze out there, but still clear skies from our camera on the Cornell Complex in downtown Joplin, and abundant sunshine on the KDOT camera at US 69 and East 520th Avenue. That, of course, just south of Pittsburgh. And we've got one more way to show you the weather right through here. This is our camera 7th and range line. It looks beautiful, and we're doing a little better with our temperatures. We're up to 44 now, but with an east-southeast breeze at 7, making it feel like 40, and we could still see some occasional gusts to 20 out there as well, but the breeze is shifting out of the south, which means warmer weather is going to be ushered in, albeit for a brief moment. It'll be there. 43 in Pittsburgh, feeling like 39 right now. South-southeast breeze at 6. Temperatures around the area, you go from southwest to northeast, and it gets colder as you head up that way. So look at Veneta, Jay, both at 50, 48 in the Wada, Miami, 47 Chatopa. Then you start heading northeast. You get 41, Yates Center, Iola, Fort Scott, Nevada, 40 in Stockton, 42 Lamar, so a little cooler. But we all will warm up just a pinch today. We'll all warm up a pinch tomorrow as well. This is the future track. Here comes some clouds. Here comes some warmer temperatures as well. We're just going to see clouds increasing for us on our Wednesday. It won't be until Thursday, late morning into the early afternoon, that we'll start to see some showers, maybe a few thunderstorms. No severe weather out there, but some thunder definitely possible. Showers and storms will begin to increase in coverage as we go through the rest of the evening and into the overnight hours and even into our Friday. A few lingering showers and storms. Once we get past Friday, that's where we're going to start to see a more isolated situation with the showers until Sunday. So for the rest of today, again, still looking to make 50, but to the southwest could make the low 50s. That southwest breeze gusting upwards of 20. South breeze tonight gusting upwards of 25. Now, I know 35 is cold, but that's where we're supposed to be instead of back into the teens and 20s for our overnight lows. Again, increasing clouds tomorrow, mid-50s, southwest breeze at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. And as we look a little further down the road, there's those thunderstorm chances, still the mid-50s. However, going into Friday, the clouds, the rain cool us back down. We're talking upper 40s, and we get back to close to normal this weekend with, I forgot what Tim tells me things, and I got to remember what he tells me. I got to stay right here. We're going to go into the low 50s Saturday, Sunday, and then by Monday, we're talking 60 degrees as we head into next week. So, if you're ready for a little taste of spring, just a few more days and you'll get that. If you don't want spring, then just stay inside and I'm sure it'll cool back down as we head further into December. But again, Toy Box Tuesday today, Kate.
Hey, can you hear them talking right now? The phones are ringing off the hook and it's just music to my ears. Every call, every donation is going to help give toys to those in need, to the children this holiday season. So please call now, make a donation. It's happening right here. We'll take a live look now at our phone bank here in studio with Equity Bank. And the number to call is 1-888-620-4869. The Toy Box Tuesday campaign continues into December. Call now, and we'll see you soon after this message. It's time to check in with Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Today he's making a fun and sometimes messy treat that's great all year round. If you're wondering just how they get the jelly in the middle, The secret is using a drinking straw to make space for that oh-so-sweet jelly filling. Top these with powdered or cinnamon sugar and let the family get their fingers a little sticky.
If you love donuts, then you're going to go wild for what we're sharing today. We're making homemade, bite-sized donuts filled with jelly. No matter what holidays you may be celebrating, they're perfect for this time of year. We start by mixing our dry ingredients together. You know, flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt. Then, in another bowl, we beat together milk with some melted butter, an egg, and a bit of vanilla. We slowly stir the milk mixture into our dry ingredients until the mixture is smooth. Now we drop small scoops of the batter into hot oil and fry them for a few minutes. When they're golden, they're done. To fill these, we insert a plastic straw and wiggle it around. The more you wiggle, the more room there'll be for the jelly filling. We use a pastry bag or a plastic storage bag to fill them. Once they're filled, all you need to do is decide if you want to coat them in powdered or cinnamon sugar. Either way, you're in for a treat. To get the recipe for our homemade jelly donut holes, all you need to do is check out our website, and don't forget the napkins. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with Kelly, who loves anything dipped in sugar, where today we found a jelly-filled way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
To find this recipe, along with many others, just head over to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com and click on Mr. Food. Now here's a look at the 4 state market prices.
All right, so we've got ourselves a little warmer today, right around 50, mid-50s Wednesday, increasing clouds, mid-50s Thursday, increasing thunderstorm chances, isolated showers Friday, Saturday, a little cooler, more rain on Sunday, and then look at Monday as we go to 60 degrees by Monday for a high. So not bad out there.
Sounds great.
All right, and Dal, how are you going to keep this party rolling?
Well, we are going to keep it rolling at 5 specifically. Our Toy Box Telethon is going to continue as we're going to take your donations. We're going to take our sponsors with Equity Bank shopping for toys as well. Plus, are you thinking about getting a pet for Christmas? Well, there are some things to consider before you make that purchase. And organizations are at Mercy Park in Joplin getting their Christmas trees ready for the holiday tree trail. So that's how we're going to keep the party rolling tonight. KOAM News at 5.
Wonderful. And please keep those donations coming in. We're going to be here tonight for all the broadcasts here for the Toy Telethon.
You bet.
And that's the news for now. Thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of your day.